Okay, we're going to load a demo for you here. Scrolling down to record number 11, we have NEC220 85. This compares 2 dwelling units against 3 multifamily units and 220 85. Let's go ahead and load it. So what we have is 2 dwelling units of the same size. On our range, we have 2 ranges of the same size, 12,000 VA. On a dryer, we have 2 dryers of the same size, 5,000. On the heat, we have 2 heat the same, 6,000 watts. No heat pump, no air conditioners. Appliances, we have 2 dishwashers at 1,500 watts each. We have 2 microwaves at 1440, 2 garbage disposals at 1656, and 2 water heaters at 4800. We have no house loads, and we have no motor. Clicking on the load selector for dwelling, if we want to find out what's the best calculation for this, we can either go standard or optional. But in this case, the optional is not highlighted. So optional is only good for 1 unit comparison or 3 units comparison multifamily. So it doesn't show up when we have 2 units, but there is an exception, which I'd stated, NEC 220.85, which allows you to compare 2 units against 3 units of multifamily. So let's go ahead and hit auto calculate, and it comes up with a solution. It says that NEC 220.85 optional calculation comparing 3 units using 2 units to 2 units standard calculation is 224 amps. That is lower than the 2 units using standard calculation of 228. So the program is automatically going to go and set up all the units to 3. Notice now we have dwellings at 3 units, ranges at 3, dryers, heat at 3, and all of our appliances have been set at 3 also. And this note comes up, optional calculations now being used, and this memo comes up that we're using the exception, which is 220.85. Now when we go ahead and preview this, it shows us here that we're using 3 units to calculate with only. The true units are only 2. And then it says using 45% in table 220.84. Okay. And up here it states that we're using 220.85 example. And if we wanted to change it back to 2 units, if we wanted to go standard 2 units, all we have to do is change this by right-clicking to 2 units and hit synchronize all units, and now it sets everything back the way it was before to 2 units. The difference being now, of course, we have a higher load calculation.